Hello, welcome to the Jobs Opportunities Business Startups Developing Your Mentoring Philosophy webinar series, 5 Pillars of Mentoring. My name is Patrick Smith and I am your series facilitator. The 5 pillars of mentoring are action, communication, trust, resources, and assessment. While these traits are not all inclusive, they do represent universal traits of mentoring that have shown to be effective in fostering and maintaining the relationship between the business mentor and the mentee. Let's have an overview of each of the 5 pillars before we go into the first module. The first module is taking action. Taking action really involves encouraging your business mentee during the initial phases of the business startup. Then we'll proceed on the next module, which will be communication. The communication pillar will focus upon those elements of communication which effectively contribute to the relationship. Then there's trust. Trust will discuss the building blocks of trust and how to maintain the confidence of the relationship. Resources. Resources will cover those resources which are important for both the mentor and the mentee. Considerations include networks, facilities, technology, and so forth. Then there is assessment. The assessment module will help you determine the effectiveness of the relationship and if your mentee is learning and growing. The first pillar of the series we will begin with is taking action. So, take action. Now keep in mind, I know some of you are eating, so I might catch a few of you off guard. But this is the time where I really need some dialogue coming from you. Why is this important? Think about your own experience as a beginning entrepreneur. Was it tough to take that first step? Yeah? Why? And if we can use the microphone, I know. Why is it difficult to take that first step? Fear of failure. That's right. Fear of failure. So, when we talk about take action, we want to make sure that we encourage our proteges, our mentees, to do something. Don't worry about failing. Don't worry about that. But you won't know if you'll be successful or if you'll fail unless you take the first step. So take action on the vision. You have a vision, take action on it. Take the initiative. Don't be afraid to take risks. Be flexible. What are we saying with this particular part of taking action, being flexible? What does that mean to you? As entrepreneurs, people with experience, people who have been in business, who know what it means to be flexible. Let's hear a few comments. Yes.
Yes, situations tend to vary in your business enterprise. Right, you have to adjust your thinking and modus operandi in order to survive and to develop. You must have a flexible thinking really and approach in your whole initial business enterprise really, adjust to changing circumstances.
That's right. Things change. The economy in the United States is horrible. Lots of businesses fail because of the economy. But you have to be flexible. You have to be forward-thinking. Sometimes you have to have that insight to be able to see these things coming. So be creative. Be willing to change plans as necessary. Be willing to try new and different things. And again, keep in mind, I'm going to send you these slides so you'll have it. And be able to deal with change. Embrace diversity. Now, there were some comments relative to gender that were made. And I would like to revisit that just very briefly. So could we have that comment again from this table, and then I believe this table right here, I think agreed, if I understood correctly. So what is it about gender, masculine, femininity?
Yes, the view was that hand-holding and empathy and no set rules were associated with mentoring. and it tended to levels of dependency and that motherhood kind of stuff. Whereas coaching was, yeah, let's get in there, let's do this thing, let's win the game, let's get tough,
So that's the
and
masculine
rigid,
piece.
and it had elements of masculinity attached to it. It's debatable. There was not a rule set at this table. It's debatable.
So are there any comments to that? Think that's true? I mean, is it more masculine or feminine one way or the other? Is it a feminine
Thanks for
thing to
that
be
full vote of confidence.
No, because they're not what we want in the middle of being gay or something.
Oh. Where's my handkerchief? No. Mentoring, coaching is not feminine or masculine at all. It's about helping the other person. And one way we can look at it is, if you had a mentor who was female who could, or if you had an entrepreneur, business person who happened to be female, experienced, knows the lay of the land, understands the rules of business, how to get ahead, has been successful in many ventures. And if you're a man, I think if you want to tap into that knowledge, that resource, I don't think at that point it makes any difference about gender. It's all about getting that knowledge, that information, getting the mentoring, whether it's, and if the person will hold your hand and help you through the process, I don't think it even matters. I hear what you're saying, but I really don't think it matters.
It apparently has a look of gender when you look at the kind of way that you do things as a coach and the way you do it as a mentor. A mentor is more of, it is motherly type of care for a person, but a coach kind of get you up there, put you up there. If you fall, you hit the ground, they tell you get up and go again. Well, a mentor will tell you, well, you fell, it's okay, let's move on, but in a more, a motherly type of way rather than a gender. So we're not saying that men do this. We're saying it has its attributes are similar to that of a male and a female.
Thank you.
Right.
We still have some disagreement here. Okay, I tell you what, we will talk about it later. We will table this one. Thank you very much. Oh, and modeling the behavior. If you can't model the behavior that you're trying to impart, you need to take a very close look at your mentoring style, just from the standpoint of being able to convey how a successful business person should carry themselves, should engage in business just in general.
There was quite a nice discussion concerning the subject of embracing diversity. However, diversity in business can be applied in various ways. For instance, you may strive for gender and cultural diversity of the personnel in your company. However, you may mentor your mentee to be diverse in their marketing strategy as well. Being considerate to who they are marketing to and what geographic areas they're marketing their business in is extremely important. What advantages are there to being culturally competent or diverse in your business strategies? Encourage your mentee not to be one-dimensional in these approaches. Embracing diversities in its varying contexts could lead to global competitiveness of your business. Modeling behavior to your mentee is extremely important to the success of both the mentee and the mentoring relationship. You certainly want to impart successful business practices to your mentee. Please consider being on time, following through on agreements, and following up with your mentee's goals. All of these encourage your mentee to take similar actions and will undoubtedly lead to business success. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed the module. Once again, I'm Patrick Smith, and I will see you next time.